Alright, so before we get to the offseason, I thought it'd be fun to go through the Pro Bowl roster, see who made it. Let's see here. So Mullins is halfback number 1, so that's cool. He's up to 80 now. I spent all his points. Turbin, our fullback, is in the Pro Bowl. Cool. No wide receivers, no tight ends, no offensive lineman. Makes sense. Overstreet here. That's our guy. He's in there. Let's see who else. Isaiah Simmons. He made it. Bankston. That's one of our guys. He made it to the Pro Bowl as well. That's our X Factor there. Our D tackle there didn't make it though. Our other X Factor. He didn't make it, so that's kind of disappointing. Our middle linebacker didn't make it either. Dang. Let's see. Nope. Our kicker. That's our kicker, Ferreira. He made it. He's a 75 overall. He got 2 skill points for, I don't know, going to a Pro Bowl, I guess. And Ware, our backup running back, somehow made it as a punt returner. Cool. Alright, so now let's take a look at the yearly awards. Matt Ryan was our MVP. Coach of the Year was Pete Carroll. What's it? NFC here. We got Matt Ryan, Elliott, Wilson. Nobody from our squad there. Defensive Player of the Year. Bishop ends up coming in 3rd. That's cool. Nobody else there. Rookie of the Year is to Mullins. That makes sense. Christian and Cook come 2 and 3. Anybody else here? Turbin, our fullback, somehow made it on that list. I don't even remember running the ball with him, but that's all right. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Bishop. Very nice. And Bankston, McCullers, Overstreet, Russell, Jeffries, like our whole defense there. Awesome. Quarterback, our quarterback's not going to be there. He's garbage. Mullins was 3rd and best running back. Wide receiver, I don't think we're here. No. O-line, we shouldn't be there. Defensive line, maybe. McCullers ends up coming in 10th. Linebacker, we have Bankston and Bishop 3 and 4. Not bad. DBs here, I don't think we have anybody there. Nope. Kicker, Ferreira ends up being the best kicker, so that's great. And yeah, so that's the yearly awards there, I guess. Let's go ahead and look at our stats for the year. Honestly, I don't think Cassidy did very well. Or Christian, I don't know. He has 2 first names. I don't know what to call him by. All right, 3,645 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 23 picks, and 59% completion. That is not good. 75.1 rating is terrible. Mullins had a great year though. 1,400 yards, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. He did really good. Turbin had 25 yards. Still, I don't know how he made it to the Pro Bowl or anything, but he was there. Cook, not bad, I guess. 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns. Long, the slowest man in the world. He had 600 yards somehow. Collins also 600 yards, 6 touchdowns. Mullins had another 400 yards on the ground, so that's like, 1,900 yards. Turbin had 2 catches. Still don't know how to made the Pro Bowl, but all right. Blocking, man, right tackle let in a lot of sacks. That's no good. All right, Bishop, 133 tackles, pulled 118. That's crazy for a quarterback, I feel like. TFLs, Overstreet, McCullers, Bankston, 14, 14, 13. Sacks, Bankston has 11. 8.5 for McCullers, 7.5 for Overstreet, 6.5 for Russell, 2.5 Bishop, 2.5 Jeffries. Not too bad for them. Bishop, Briscoe, and Hudson all have 3 interceptions. Not bad at all. I don't think we had any fumbles. I don't remember any. Okay, so we forced 2 fumbles and we recovered 1 on the entire season. That's awesome. Let's see. Ferreira had 30 field goals made. That's a lot, I feel like. Only missed 3. Not too bad. Punting. Kick return. Trying to figure out how Ware got to the Pro Bowl. He got for punting or punt return. I guess he averaged 9.6. I don't know. Overall, not too bad. Obviously, we need Christian to do a lot better. But, yeah. Alright, so something interesting here. So, I'm at the draft. Washington's got the #1 pick, right? Obviously, we need a defensive back. We need tight ends, stuff like that. I looked at this guy because I was mad about Cassidy. But obviously, we're not going quarterback. We have a superstar, so why? Wide receiver, I mean, there's some really nice wide receivers. This guy looks pretty good. It's a late round pick, but 4.3 speed is pretty nice. Got a couple of second rounders down here in the 3rd. That's all I really drafted or scouted there. Tight end, I'm thinking this guy's the way to go. He's an early 1st round draft pick that's going to go in the early 2nd round. Problem is, if he actually goes in the early 2nd round, we're going to have like the 11th pick in the 2nd round, so we might miss out on him. This guy's decent though. We got these 2 that are supposed to go early and mid. So there's that. Mitchell's way faster though. I would really like Mitchell. Okay, for tight ends, right? So weirdly enough, usually I go through here, look for B pluses, and I scout through here, and there's just not a lot going on here. I mean, this guy has 33 reps. I didn't scout him too much. I didn't scout him, but like usually I can find some late round like guards and stuff. Like he's going in the 2nd round, but usually you can find some 1st round talent in the late rounds with the offensive linemen, and it's just not, I don't know, it's just not normal this year, I guess. I couldn't find anybody really that great for linemen, so we're going to be struggling there some more. I thought for sure this guy was going to be a lot better than that, and then I get to see what his combine grade was, so that's great. But yeah, there's just no linemen whatsoever. This guy's not going to the combine, so that's interesting. There's a draft story about him being injured or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's just really not. We don't really need any. Like I scouted this guy, but we don't really need defensive tackle that much. This guy in the 5th round would be a solid pick. Yeah, mid-2nd rounder in the 5th round would be pretty good, but we don't really need that. We have a star dev backup defensive tackle. But yeah, there's some outside linebackers I was looking at. I was looking at this guy, hoping maybe he can transition into that 2nd spot for middle linebacker. I don't think I want to use a 1st round on a middle linebacker when we still need so much more at secondary. So there's only a couple of, like, there's a 3rd round middle linebacker, but he's probably not going to be too much better than the guy we have, if he is better at all. I don't know. There's a couple of pass coverage guys, but like all of these guys are going to end up going before we get a chance to pick them. So, and we got the corners. This guy moved up. he originally was in the second round, but he ended up moving up, so that kind of sucks. This guy obviously is the best corner, so if I get a chance, I'll probably pick him with my first pick. And then this guy is the best strong safety. But it says right now that he's supposed to go number 1 overall, so we're probably not going to get him. If this guy drops to us in the second round, we might pick him up, but our strong safety right now is almost a 70, so it's not going to be that much of an upgrade. So yeah, it's going to be a rough draft, I feel like. Here's the deal here. So that tight end that we wanted is a second round guy. Looks like he is an early first round talent, but projected early second. Now I'm wondering if we should try and trade back a little. I think if we can trade back a few picks and maybe get a couple more picks next year, it will help us in the long run. Let's see what's available though. I'm always nervous to do stuff like this because I feel like I might fuck it up and press the wrong button or something. And we do not have anybody that's offering a this year's first. So, since we can't get a this year's first, we will have to pick that tight end earlier than he's supposed to go, but he's an early first rounder, so it's not that bad. I was hoping to get some more picks for next year. I would really like to get a year where I can get like a couple of first round picks. But yeah, obviously that's not happening this year. So let's go ahead and get this tight end. Ends up being a 75 overall hidden, number 8 in true talent. So pretty good pick. It's going to be easy to get him to a scheme fit. He's only 1 off, so not bad. So this is our second round pick. Like I said, if we couldn't get the corner in the first round, we'll get him in the second round. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else we can really go for right now that'll really help the team. So we have, there's one guy that was supposed to go in the second round that already got picked. We got these two that are third round guys. Obviously, this Clifford Coffee looks like a better guy to go after. And yeah, so he's supposed to be an early second round pick, so let's get him in the early second round, I guess. So he ends up being a 70 normal. It's not bad. He's good enough to take over for our first slot at cornerback, but our first guy got a depth trait, so I think he's at 69 or 68 with a star dev. So we'll probably keep that guy at number 2, and let's move on to our next pick. All right, let's just go ahead and check out this recap real quick. Got the tight end that should help us a lot. No more slowest man in the world anymore. We got Coffee here, who should be our number 1 or number 2 corner. We got a defensive tackle that's not bad. We got a couple of right tackles and a corner. So altogether, it's not too bad, but obviously it's not great. We traded a third rounder away because there was really not much there. Yeah. So now I'm going to scour through the undrafted free agent section, I guess. And if I find anything interesting in there, I will bring you guys back to show you what I got going on. Alright, so there wasn't too much going on in the undrafted free agent section. Obviously, that's usually how it goes. This guy here, Phelps, though, will be a good a slot guy. 65 compared to what we have, it's a lot better. And then this guy, Cherry, I picked him up just because of the speed. Same thing with Golson. I think they'll be good, like kick returners. What else do we have? We picked up this guy just as I'm kind of trying to fill up my practice squad as well. At the end of the year, I think everybody saw that that the Madden just kind of tried to fill up as much as they could with wide receivers and stuff. So I'm gonna put a bunch of guys on the practice squad instead of cutting them this time around. I think that'll help out with that at the end of the year, hopefully. What else? I did find this right guard that's a 68. Obviously, he's not going to be starting, but I mean, I can try and move it around, see if he goes up a little bit for center. I doubt he will. Usually, they go down a little bit, moving to center. So I don't think that'll work out, but I'll look at that. And then we got a couple of guys here, a 67 right tackle, 66, a couple of 66. So obviously he'll be our backup now. Not that injuries are on or anything, and these guys will probably go into the practice squad. Again, I'll try moving them around, see if they go up or anything, but I doubt that. They'll go up better, more than any of our other guys. Other than that, I picked up a... that's one of the guys we picked in the draft. I did pick up a couple of a middle linebacker. Not really sure if he'll be any better than Armstrong. I doubt it. He's a little bit fat. Armstrong's a little bit faster, so I don't think we'll be using him. But just a little bit more to add to the practice squad. Picked up so Coffee and Arkin were two of our picks, and then nope, I guess it was safety. Yeah. So I was looking at the safety and was wondering if maybe he could transition to middle linebacker and do okay. We plan to play the as many games as possible, and he's pretty big. I mean, he's 6'2", 200. I mean, obviously middle linebackers are a little bit more stout than that, but he's got 89 speed, 91 XL. I feel like that might work out as a user. And we have Bishop there, who should be able to hold it down himself. And I also got this strong safety to test out as well, just to see if that works out. Other than that, there were some kickers and punters in there that were decent. We didn't need a kicker or punter though, so I didn't pick up any of those. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get us to the regular season and put a bunch of people on the practice squad and all that, and I'll see you when that's done. Alright, so we're at the regular season finally for the I guess the second season of the Diablos franchise. So I moved a bunch of people around, and there wasn't any really upgrades, so I kind of left it how it is. We did get some points for our offensive line during the preseason, So we got some guys up to 70. Cook's almost an 80 now. Collins is our second guy there. So offense is looking a little bit better. The big addition being Mitchell, our new tight end. So that'll be nice to have a tight end that has some speed on him. We also have, let's see, Coffee here. I'm going to keep him as a starting cornerback for now. It's not really going to take playing time away from Poe, I wouldn't think. And yeah, so not too bad. I messed around with moving some of the safeties around, and I don't feel like it really helped at all, so I just left it how it was. We are, however, going to change our our sub linebackers. I put Bankston as our second sub linebacker instead of having like some of these other guys that were in the 60s. Bankston's a 74 for sub linebacker, so so it should be Bishop and Bankston now in the middle most of the time, if he's not rushing, that is. So yeah, that's what we got going on, and we're a 75 overall offense and defense, so it's not too bad. I think the Dolphins started off at like a 78 or something last year. So we're almost like a normal team, I guess. We're almost like the worst normal team, anyways. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the off-season episode. The next episode, I am going to try and play 2 full games instead of doing the Sims. I feel like we have a little bit better chance of winning if I play the full game. Playing the moments kind of throws me off with like momentum wise and game sense and stuff like that. So I think playing the full game will help a little bit with that. It's just going to take a little bit more time to get through and to edit. So yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video. If you like the video, hit a like, and if you want to see more of this, hit sub. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. Hope everybody's still staying safe out there. I know it's kind of crazy out, so stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.